Hello and welcome to the Autosport studios. I'm very excited to say that this year we had a new championship that arose. It was the W Series, the all-female lineup, and we have two of the stars of the grid, Jamie Chadwick and Alice Powell. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Now you are fresh back from a pretty epic weekend in the Netherlands racing in Assen. Now there were two races that took place, one on the Saturday that counted towards the championship, one of the 6 races, but there was also an experimental race which used reverse grids, which is pretty exciting. It's like, well, I mean, obviously it's a concept that's been used in racing for a while, but never in the W Series. Talk us through how that went, because from what I saw, the race was absolutely epic. Jamie, you are currently at the top of the championship at the moment, so you might have a different view because you were stuck right at the back of the grid. How did you find it?
Yeah, it was cool. I've never had that kind of experience where I've actually started at the back, not because I've qualified there. So, yeah, obviously for me, reverse championship order, literally on the back of the grid. But it was quite fun. I think from my point of view, obviously it wasn't championship points, so I just sort of went into that to enjoy it, see how far I could get up the grid. It was actually a lot tougher than I thought it was going to be. I only made it up to sort of 8th. Alice had a much better race than me, but it was good fun. I think it was a good spectacle. I did watch the race back, and yeah, from a just enjoyment point of view, it was really, really good. Honestly, I've never been either so fearful for my life or enjoyed a race so much. So many mixed emotions went through that, but yeah, it was good fun.
Because you had to be quite careful as well, because that car, if I understand correctly, is the same car that you have to use in Brands Hatch. So you want to make sure you entered the race with it all in one piece.
Yeah, so basically if you crash it, so we switch cars each weekend, which is one of the unique things about the W Series. So every weekend you have a different car, one that someone else has been driving with their engineer. But if you crash the car, you have to keep that car. So obviously if you had a big crash in that race in Assen, then you would have to have that car that you've just crashed at the next race. So not ideal.
And then Alice, sitting there with a nice smile on your face, well deserved. You had an epic weekend, 2 podiums.
2 podiums, yeah.
2 second place finishes. But again, talk us through the race, your race on the reverse grid race, because I mean it was phenomenal. You were literally elbows out. I'm getting to the top of the grid.
Well, I went into the race, you know, like Jamie explained about, you know, you didn't want to crash the car, and I wanted to crash because you didn't want to go into Brands with a damaged car.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I went into that race thinking, right, I'm just going to stay out of trouble. But I got such a good start. I think I was in 8th by the end of the first lap from 17th. I just thought, do you know what, I'll just keep going forward, and yeah, picked off one by one, and so close to getting the win. But no, I really, really enjoyed it. Yeah,
so this is it, photo finish.
It looks like you did win it, yeah. That is close.
I'm just going to say that I did.
Yeah.
Well, I
She's the
celebrated
real
just
winner.
in case, because I had no idea. So I was like, I'm not going to win and not celebrate. So Megan said she didn't celebrate because she saw me celebrating.
Oh no! So you ruined it for her.
I ruined, yeah. Yeah, thanks.
Megan did a pretty good job, because I mean hasn't had a huge amount of experience in the car before. First pole position for her, obviously. She had an absolutely clear run. She really defended her position
so well.
well.
She had 2 safety cars to deal with. I think she said she's never had a safety car restart where she's been at the front of the pack. So she had 2 of those to deal with, and she had just so much pressure from all of us really behind, especially the last 2 laps. So yeah, she did a great job. So it was really nice to see her win. But
I think that's one of the things that, like, in single seaters, it's one thing being quick and being able to race, but to actually win a race is another kind of challenge. And so I guess that's sort of given her sort of that confidence and experience, which is something that maybe that reverse grid race will be good for, I think.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that it should be used in the championship next year?
I enjoyed it. So
maybe if there were 2 races on a weekend, I would love it, because then you've got kind of the 2 sides of the coin in terms of like you've got your normal race, and then obviously you can have the reverse grid race, and it should then be, you know, the best driver comes out top. But yeah, maybe for every race there's certain tracks we'd go to where that probably would be a bit messy.
Yeah, I think like Brands GP, I think that would be a bit of a struggle to probably overtake as much as Assen. But a place like Norris Ring, can you imagine a reverse grid race there? crazy.
Well, it might have been a challenge for you guys, but it provided us with lots of entertainment. So
It
thanks
was
for
good
going through
fun.
the
Yeah,
pain.
when I watched it back, like you said, Joe, it was just like, oh my god, it's carnage. But no, it was really good fun.
Do you think it's actually going to help, the real reason that it exists? Do you think we're going to see more women in other forms of motorsports? And, I think it's been, 40 years since we've seen a female in Formula One. Is something like the W Series going to help change that?
Yeah, I really hope so.
I think so. I mean, I've met a few girls at karting, so at karting level that, already saying, one day I'd like to race in the W Series. So,
Nice.
They're going to try and stick out, the tough world that karting is, or motorsport in general, and aim to try and race in W Series one day. So, for sure, I think it's going to be a positive thing for females in the sport, definitely.
And obviously, in fact, I think the last time definitely the last time I saw you, Alice, was at the Autosport Awards.
Yep.
Big award, the Young Driver of the Year award. How much, obviously, Jamie, you would potentially be in the running for something like that. How much would being considered for the Young Driver of the Year award mean to you?
It's a huge deal. I think my last sort of 3-4 years of racing, that's kind of been always at the end of the year something you aspire to get involved with and be nominated for. I think the award itself, the prestige of it's obviously huge. You just have to look at some of the former winners of it and it's awesome. So from my point of view, obviously the fact that W Series has sort of lined me up as someone that could be in contention for being nominated is an amazing thing. And yeah, I think those kind of awards for young drivers and that kind of support that's going out from big teams, big organisations like Autosport for young drivers is what really does make a difference to people's careers.
Absolutely. And then you've got the final race on the 11th of August.
So
Can you believe
it's
it?
gone so quickly. I can't believe how quick it's gone.
But the good thing is, I believe, if you're in the top 12 of the championship, you are guaranteed a spot for next year.
Yeah, so we're definitely safe. I think it's safe to say.
Yeah.
You 100%.
Yeah, I'm thinking a bit more about the championship as opposed to next year. But yeah, definitely. I think it's nice to know that there's a bit of security, and it's going to be tough because I think maybe from 7th down, it's very close for that top 12. So yeah, it's going to be a good race because I think a lot of people have got a lot to play for.
Absolutely. So we're going to see plenty of action. So what is it? 13 points between you and your rival and Bezzy mate.
Yeah. I don't know why we've got this reputation for being best friends, but yeah.
I think there's a clip online. Then you're like, "Oh, we're really good friends."
Yeah. No, I wasn't. Well, I was kind of joking, but we are good friends. So, no, we are good friends. Bikes, if you're watching, I'm sorry, we are best friends. But yeah, for the last race,
really
13. Sorry, 13 points between.
Jamie
us.
has many best friends, including Bikes Kavissa.
There we go. Yes. So basically, yeah. But I think at my home race, I just want to go and do the best I can, and yeah, get the best result we can.
You've got quite a lot of experience at Brands Hatch and winning at Brands Hatch.
Yeah.
So
yeah. No, it's nice to go back there. I won my first F3 race last year, not the way I wanted to win a race. So I think if I can go there, win it on merit this year, obviously that will come with the championship as well. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Excellent. And Alice, you're also in a bit of a battle for third place in the championship.
Yeah, so between me and Marta Garcia. So I think the points difference is about 10 maybe or 11. So yeah, home advantage. I think Brands is probably, I would say, the toughest circuit on the calendar for sure. So all of us that have been there, it's a big advantage. Not sure if Marta's been there. I doubt that she has. So yeah, third for me would be really good considering I didn't finish 2 races, or I haven't finished 2 races. So yeah, I'll be happy with third for sure.
Excellent. So why should everyone tune in and watch W Series Brands Hatch on the 11th of August? Give us a good reason.
It's going to be action-packed. I just have this feeling. There's so, like Jamie said, there's so many battles. There's Jamie for the championship between Bikeska. There's me and Marta for third, and then from about 7th to 12th.
Also,
it's going to be close.
Obviously, probably not all the only reason, but there is a lot of prize money at stake, and the differences between finishing one position higher. All down the ranks does make a big difference.
How much prize money?
The winner gets $500,000.
Jamie's buying. That's all drinks.
Yeah, that's all going to be blown on one. And then it goes down to $250. But then, to be fair, there are big gaps between each position you finish. So the difference for Alice coming third or fourth is quite a lot, and
$25,000.
so even all the way down. So actually, there is quite a lot at stake, and only one race to play for. So that's probably going to make enough excitement in itself.
Yeah.
Gosh. Okay, well, there we are. We have 18 incredible women all battling it out for the final race and some seriously big prize money. Thank you both so much for joining us, and good luck. Hope it all goes well.